Hi class, this is Sister Dorman. In this video, I'm showing you how to write your personal narrative outline using this sample outline that I've created. Your first paragraph will include the introductory statement and the thesis statement. Your thesis statement should appear at the end of your first paragraph. In this first quadrant, you will want to describe the scene. Where are you? What did it look like? How old you are? Who are you with? So this is a sample of my first paragraph or details that I'm including. I was nervous as I started my run that morning, so I explain that I'm going to be running. That's the event I'm doing. I was newly married to my husband and visiting my in-laws in the state of Washington. The air was fresh with the smell of evergreen trees, so I add a little bit of detail in there. Go ahead and pause the video and go ahead and write your introductory statement. The next thing we're going to do is write our thesis statement. Now this is where we hint toward our lesson learned. Why is this event so important? This is my thesis statement. Knowing my poor sense of direction, I should have paid more attention to where I was going. So I'm hinting towards the fact that I'm going to talk about probably that I'm getting lost. So remember again that the introductory statement and the thesis statement make up that first paragraph. So go ahead and pause the video and write your thesis statement. We're now moving on to the first paragraph. This is where we start telling our story. What happened at the beginning? Okay, we want to include sights, sounds. What did we see? What did we hear? This is this is the paragraph that I'm writing. So here I talk about how my husband drew me a map. I started my run, then I got distracted because of the blue water, and I also stopped and ate wild raspberries. Okay? So you can pause the video and read this if you want, and also write your own paragraph. We are now moving on to paragraph 2, where we talk about what happened in the middle of our story. The events that we talk about are going to support the thesis, that's this main event that we are trying to get our reader to understand. These are the details that I include. So I talk about remembering to pull out the map again. The map said I was supposed to turn right, so I went back down the hill and I turned right. I hoped I was on the right road. So here you can see I'm showing some uncertainty. I'm not sure I know where I'm at. Go ahead and pause the video and add your own paragraph and details about the event. Paragraph 3, this is where we really add elements that we've been talking about, such as suspense or an epiphany, where we get those personal narrative elements and include them in our essay. So this is what I include in mine. I pulled out my map again, realizing that I was lost. I didn't see any of the street signs on the map that my husband drew. I frantically pulled out my flip cell phone and called my husband, letting him know I was lost. So here we kind of reach this suspense. I'm completely lost and I know it, and I have no idea how to find my way back. Okay, paragraph 4 is optional if you need to include more detail depending on the length of your story. I do need to include more detail to explain the event, so this is what I'm using. My loving husband was taking too long. I called him over 20 minutes ago and he still was not coming. Okay, so go ahead and pause the video and add more detail to your story if you need it. We now reach the conclusion. We tell what happened at the end of the event and what did we learn from the event. This is my ending. I talk about how my husband finally came to my rescue after 40 minutes, but upon his arrival, I learned that he was pulled over for speeding to my rescue. I learned that my poor sense of direction not only affects me, but others around me. Now, when my husband draws me a map, I pay more attention to it, and I do not get distracted by the delicious strawberries. So you can see that this may sound like a little silly story about my poor sense of direction, but it really does affect me and how I drive and live my life. So this is an important event that happened to me. And the event you choose may be sad or silly, but you learn something from it, and that's what's important. So go ahead and pause the video, take time, ponder about your final paragraph, because this is where you give that final punch. And I can't wait to read your outline. Please don't hesitate to contact me if you have questions. Bye.